And the joke that got him kicked off is, well, we know being gay is not a choice. It's not a choice because, ask yourself, do we have gay black guys? We do. We live in a world where there are gay black men.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a choice. Nobody would choose to be gay if you're already black. Lady's not feeling great. She's been feeling kind of run down and out of energy. She goes to the doc and gets an examination. And after he examines her, they go back to his office to talk. He's like, well, I am pretty sure I think I know what's going on here. Looks like you're pregnant. And she says, she's surprised, like, shit! How the hell am I pregnant? He says, no. You look like you're pregnant.
Welcome to Two Gaming Dudes. And for once, we're going to talk about gaming.
Yay, gaming.
So there's something going on in the world of gaming that I just had to bring up because it's controversy. And, you know, maybe it'll get you to actually click on our stuff.
Okay, the gay Assassin's Creed characters.
Yes.
I'm not convinced that this is what we think it is.
I don't think it is either.
I don't think this is just some ham-fisted attempt at DEI, which your instinct is to immediately like, not this shit again. I don't think that's what this is.
So, understand, it's coming out of Ubisoft, which everybody at the moment seems to absolutely despise, mostly because of their pricing practices and the way that they want everybody to sign up for stuff. So, the game is like $150 or something ridiculous. Yeah, it's expensive as all hell.
But that's all the downloadable shit that...
Yeah, but if you don't get the downloadable shit, it's... Imagine it like this. They made a game, and then they started clawing stuff away from it for poor people. Like, oh, you're only going to pay $70? Well, then you don't get to play it on time, and you don't get all this other cool stuff that we made for this single-player game.
Okay.
If you want all the cool stuff, that's $150.
Okay, well, that alone is going to blow up in their face.
I would hope so.
Gamers are not going to
They're doing it with every game, and so all of their games, that one, the Star Wars game, like all of them, it's $120 to $150.
No one's going to stand for that
for
shit.
everything.
That's going to blow up in their face if they don't backtrack on it.
Well, that's where they're at. And then on top of that, you have all the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff going around where they're just DEIing the crap out of everything.
Okay,
making all the female characters ugly, throwing diversity in where it probably shouldn't be, and now Assassin's Creed.
I'm going to go the opposite direction here. I haven't played the game. I don't know anything about it. I don't think that's what this is.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Just from the little bit that I read and what I know, which isn't very much, I could be way off.
Okay.
The character, the gay character is Yasuke.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's based on the real Yasuke from history, who was a legit black samurai. And the history is so... Oral tradition leads to crazy shit. Was he a missionary that came with the Portuguese? Was he an escaped slave that was on a ship travel? Who knows? He was a real character. He was a black guy who became a samurai. Was he really a samurai, or was he really just a squire to some There was a real Yasuke.
All right.
I don't know if this is him, or if they just used the name.
They're basing it off of him. Obviously, this is a loose interpretation and, creative license for a character that... I keep saying character. For an actual person that there are no really good historical documents for. Nothing accurate anyway. So they're like, okay, we'll just make some shit up and...
And then they give you a female sidekick who is a hot young lesbian.
Yes.
Everybody's going to want to play her instead. Okay.
I would hope so.
The Assassin's Creed stuff, a lot of these games, they've moved away from button masher. It's a lot more RPG based now.
Yeah, there's a lot of story element and quick time events and all of that.
This is a new element to a mainstream RPG that I've never played before. It's going to affect how the NPCs relate to you. It's going to affect the decisions that you make in the game.
Sure.
Right, okay, you're black and gay. How are you going to be treated when you go into a village? You can't do the traditional D&D. You walk into a bar and you take a table and order a drink. You walk into a bar and everybody turns and stares at you.
I feel like
because they've never seen an African.
I feel like you've gone too deep.
I don't
think they'll go that route.
Really?
I don't think they will.
Okay, if they
I
don't...
think they're going to treat it like modern day LA.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think they would do something that...
I know, right?
That fucking ham-fisted and sloppy?
Because it's like, if you're going to go that route, if you're going to go there, then freaking go there.
Right.
Show us the consequences of. Show us how the world responds to it. Show us how he overcomes. That could be a really good story. But I just don't think they're going to go that route.
I mean, you can do the traditional RPG elements. You need Ichikara blade to get through this. Right. And the only place you can get one is from the master on the top of the mountain. And he goes to the mountain, and the master says, I don't work with your kind. There's an obstacle you have to work around.
Yeah.
And as an RPG element, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and powerful.
We don't work with you because you're black, because you're gay, because you're a lesbian. Explore all of that. There's huge role-playing game potential in that.
And, I mean, if you really want to go that route in the whole DEI universe, you're teaching people stuff.
Make it authentic.
Yeah. Like, you really want to know what it's like to be this kind of person in this kind of era? Here it is. Make it, I mean,
it's feudal Japan.
Incredibly impactful.
It's feudal Japan. You walk into a bar, 6 guys beat the shit out of you because you're gay.
Yeah.
Play it real.
But they won't. That's too far.
But how do we know that?
I can just about guarantee you that it is not going to be the case. Because now it feels offensive, and people are going to be offended that you've gone this route.
But real people throughout history, to this day, get their asses kicked for being gay.
Yes.
In parts of the world, you're thrown off a building. I mean, it's still reality. You can't just pretend it's not happening.
Right. And maybe a good way of understanding it would be to play a game where that's the main character. Now live vicariously through this character. But that brings me to another issue. And, I mean, if this is the route, I don't think this is the route they would go, because it seems insane to me. I don't know if they're going to give you the choice to date who you want to date, or if he is straight up gay, and that's how the romance of this game is going to play out. Because again, it's a video game. You are supposed to immerse yourself into it and play vicariously through your character.
Yeah.
I was recently playing Spider-Man 2. There's a moment where Miles Morales is helping these two dudes get together. Because one dude's trying to ask the other dude out to prom and stuff. It's cute, but you know, it's two gay dudes.
Shit,
yeah, it's two gay dudes, and you're Miles Morales. So you're like, yeah, I'll use my Spider-Man powers to help you ask a guy out on prom. Sure. That's one thing. It's another thing entirely to say, all right, now you are playing one of these male characters trying to get with this other male character. You have to make choices and such to try to get with him, and then there will be the love scene. And is that going to feel a little bit uncomfortable for a straight kid to play that? I mean...
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter because you're playing a fucking game.
Yeah, but it's still vicarious entertainment. You're still becoming the character. And it can feel weird if you're living vicariously through a character that's doing things that you might not be comfortable with.
Oh, think back to us at age 16.
Yeah.
15. Imagine we had Grand Theft Auto back then.
Yeah.
And one of the side quests in Grand Theft Auto was give this drug dealer a blowjob and he'll give you the item you need. And you're playing the game and you have to triangle, square, triangle, square. Use your right hand, right trigger, triangle, square. It'd be the most hilarious shit.
Cup the balls.
It'd be the most hilarious shit we've ever done.
That is true. And if it's done for comedy, that's one thing. But if you're trying to be serious about it, I don't know.
If you're trying to be serious, and even if it's a regular shitty mixed gender relationship, it's going to be silly as a video game.
It's true.
It's going to turn into Kratos fucking the Griffin chicks. It's stupid.
I guess my point is, if you're going to have elements like that, you're going to turn certain people off.
Okay.
So you can't be surprised if the game, the mainstream $200 million game that you invested in, doesn't sell as well as you had hoped.
Okay, what if the gameplay and the visuals are fucking awesome?
I hope so.
It's going to sell.
I hope so.
It's not like people think, where you stayed away from... Which one of the game? What just came out? And everybody hated it.
And it was awful.
It was an ugly girl. Oh no, how about the Korean game? The Korean game that's super popular, and it's a real model, and people complain you made it too sad. Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is an excellent game.
Yes.
Doesn't matter who your protagonist is. It's an excellent game. It would have sold well. People would like it.
Yeah.
The Marvels sucked because it sucked. Didn't matter who your protagonist was. People weren't going to like it.
It was poorly written, it was poorly made, and it
Same
wasn't
thing
what fans wanted.
with Assassin's Creed. If it's a good game, fans are going to like it and they're going to play it.
Yeah.
And orientation of the main character be damned. They'll find a way to deal with that.
Fair
If the
enough.
game sucks, for whatever reason, the game sucks, they're going to blame the character for why you guys didn't like it. And that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
If it's a good game, a modern audience isn't going to fucking care.
And you're not wrong.
I'm sure of it.
You're not wrong. So maybe the real problem is Assassin's Creed as a franchise just isn't exciting anymore. Like, no one really cares that another Assassin's Creed is coming out.
That might be it.
It was great years and years ago, but it just kind of started to fall flat. It wasn't all that exciting, and now a new one's going to come out, and it's like us waiting for the next new Star Wars movie to come out.
But it's not new. It's just the same shit.
It's the same shit, and it's just too little too late.
I don't know.
I feel like when it gets to that point where you've already lost most of your fan base, we're already bored with it, we want to see something new, and you're not doing anything new or innovative, it's the same shit over and over again, then it's much easier to start finding other nitpicky reasons as to why you're not going to buy it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I'm already sick, tired of it, I don't want to play it anymore. The main character is gay, that's one more, just forget it, I'm just not going to play it. But that's not the only reason.
Take the opposite view. This is awesome. The story's engaging. The gameplay is awesome. The controls are nice. It runs smooth. I don't have to buy extra shit. It's all here. It flows properly. The gameplay is great.
I only had to pay $80 for it or whatever,
the main character's gay and I gotta fucking do it. Whatever. That's
Well,
stupid.
whatever.
I can live with that.
Whatever. I can quick time through that.
It's the same thing.
You're not wrong.
If it's a good
You're not
product,
wrong.
it's gonna be a good product.
Yeah.
Who's
The gender, the race, the sexual orientation,
shit.
none of that stuff matters. If everything else around it can be good.
Who was the comedian? I want to say Dev Patel. It wasn't Dev Patel. Some comedian got kicked off a campus. He was invited to give a show to the student body, and he was doing the joke. And the joke that got him kicked off is, well, we know being gay is not a choice. It's not a choice because, ask yourself, do we have gay black guys? We do. We live in a world where there are gay black men.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not a choice. Nobody would choose to be gay if you're already black. You
got him kicked out.
don't want to get your ass kicked for two reasons.
Oh no!
And the student body
Of course
came
they-
over and was like, sorry, we're asking you to
You're
leave
gonna
now.
have to go.
It's like,
You're
did you
done.
understand the joke at all? What I'm trying to point
It doesn't. And again, we find every little thing to be offended by these days, don't we?
I really hope that it goes the way that I'm hoping. I hope they use this as part of the RPG elements and treat it sincerely, and that will lend to it being a good game. If they just made a piece of shit game according to their usual formula and said, make the character a gay black guy.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Why?
Okay.
Because diversity. If it's just a throwaway ham-fisted attempt like Marvel and Disney does all the time,
Yeah.
then I hope it fucking lands on its face.
Where the only time that it ever comes into play is during like the romance scenes or
Right.
something.
Where they want to point out how diverse they are.
Right, but it doesn't actually have any effect on the actual story. None of the other characters play off of it at all. Yeah, then
I mean, think about what you're in feudal Japan. You're a gay man in feudal Japan. Think about what can be done. Everybody's treating you like shit. Nobody wants to work with you. You're in some shop and somebody quietly, discreetly, there are some of us who would help people like you. And he hands you a map or something.
yeah.
There's so much you could do with this if you did it correctly. And I'm going to wait and see.
How they do it, how they.
I know their track record. The track record is not good. And inside I suspect it's going to go the way we don't want it to go. But I'm hoping they saw the potential and handle it properly. And if so, I'm perfectly great with it.
That could be cool. Well, I can tell you this. Either way, I'm probably not going to play it. But I will watch a playthrough of it, and then we'll see how it all pans out. And,
Yeah, thanks to Red Rob for doing the gameplay back there for us.
Yeah. Because we're not going to play it. It's not my kind of game. It's too involved. It takes too long.
Yeah.
I much prefer Helldivers.
Do you want a button masher?
Yes,
I
I,
get it.
do.
I know.
It's just my gaming style. Anyway,
It's okay.
I would love to know your thoughts. So leave them down in the comments below. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, you do that.
Are you excited for this new game? Do you care that it's coming out at all? Has any of this turned you off to the game, or do you really not care? As long as the gameplay is good.
I suspect most fans are going to wait to see the game. before
would
passing
hope so.
judgment. I think they understand the track record sucks, and that's why there's this initial backlash.
Yeah.
Because you guys have fucked this up a lot.
Do not prepay for games. That's the dumbest shit. Don't prepay. Let them come out with a good product and then pay for good product. Don't prepay for something you have no idea if it's going to be good or bad just because it's got the name attached to it. That's just stupid.
It is stupid. We do it all the time, though.
I don't. I don't prepay for games.
You didn't pre-buy the Star Wars...
the tickets or the games or no, I don't prepay for movie tickets. I will wait till the movie comes out and then decide if I'm going to go see it. And it's the same for games. I will wait till the game comes out.
Usually, I did pre-buy the Battlefront.
Did you?
Yeah. I wanted it right away.
That's fair.
Like, it's midnight. 12:01, go!
All right, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you in another episode.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Later.
Bye.